美国声乐老师兼周深铁粉直播间赏析周深拉斯维加斯演唱会开场曲，借过一下。
We're going to focus mostly on Las Vegas today. That is the show that we attended on February 28th. Wow.
I just can't believe it's already been a month. The time is just...
Oh my God. It's so fast. And so we're going to start with one of the absolute #1 requests that we must see. Apparently something went completely sideways in Melbourne this past weekend. So if we get to...
That's right up our alley.
It is. What was the song? Was it The Memory Store? No. Oh, the Song of Heaven Island. I don't know if we're going to get that far today, but if we do, we got you. We are absolutely going to react to that one. I can't wait to see what happens. So, So starting with our opening, one of the things that we mentioned this in our travel adventure, really the only complaint we had at all about the entire experience was I think it was the AI attempted generation of subtitles as Charlie was speaking, and it was a mess. We couldn't keep up with it, and it was we just found it distracting a little bit.
One time that the English-speaking part of the world doesn't completely cater to. It's hard to adjust to, you know?
It broke us. So Gaia was kind enough to hook me up with a little translation here. So let me read this in the intro. So we're going to hear Charlie speak, and then we go right into the song Passing Through. But I want to read this up front because Johnny and I don't know this, and for those of you joining us who don't speak Chinese or weren't there, that you have an idea of what it is. It says, Hertz refers to the number of sound waves per second. 9.29 hertz is an infrasound wave that is inaudible to human ears, but has great energy. Just like me in the past, I cannot be heard by others, but because of you, I chose to heal, which in turn gave me a brand new meaning. Deep in the ravine, there are always people looking up at the stars, alone in the vast universe, and feel the power of life. Gather the sun, moon, stars, wind, and snow into the sound, and those in the dark will surely see the light. Welcome to 9.29 hertz, and find the ones who have the same wave and frequency in your life. Music is the path which leads to discover each other, and the moments together will be more meaningful.
What a great energy to start a show with. That's
just awesome. I wish I was able to read that at the time, but I definitely felt the energy while being there. So,
yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Here we go. This is November. I can't wait. I feel like we're seeing it for the first time because a month just went by, and I'm so excited to relive this. So, here we go.
Robbie, tears already. Are you two holding together?
9.29赫兹是一段人耳听不到却能量极大的次声波，就像从前的我无法被人听到，却因为有了
It's a phone recording, but you can hear how good the sound is in the room too. Very good.
，This is from Gaia's camera, by the way. She hooked us up with this first video.
Oh, okay.
So we were above her in the balcony, along with Robbie.
身陷高河之中，总有人仰望星空，置身浩瀚的宇宙，感知生命的力量，将日月、星辰、风雪都收在生命里。那些在黑暗中的人，也必定
Graphics are healing.
Visual with the energy. Now that we know what he was saying. Yeah.
欢迎来到9.29赫兹，一起找到生命中拥有同样波动、同样频率的你。
Latte was over to the left, same place?
Yep, on the other side.
只是我们相识的方式，我们的相聚才更有意义。
Passing through. All right, little pause here. I'm just, as I'm revisiting this, of course there's the nostalgia from a month ago. But which seems weird to say, but when you're in that setting and he's singing and the music and the meaning of the music and the energy that we're all discussing, just like Sally suggested earlier, it's kind of a dream state. So you're transported to, and I guess every concert has a little bit of that surrealism mixed in with it, but the dream state that you're in as you're absorbing this, which is why 3 hours went by so quick and everything else, I feel like I watched this in a different dimension. It was like there's a separation from my day-to-day and earthly whatever.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Well, absolutely. But also, yeah, it just, it takes you right back. Music has that ability more than anything to, I still hear a song now and I think of high school and the lunch in the cafeteria. It's just, and I can smell the smells. I can feel all the feelings that I had at that point.
Is that a nightmare or a dream?
Well, I guess it depends on who you're asking. It was fine for me. Yeah, no, it is magical that I can feel myself in that arena again.
Yes.
And I just remember the feeling that I had listening to this first song, where you hear his voice for the first time after the illness, and there's kind of that anticipation and that not anxiety, but just the curiosity. It's like, how is he going to sound? And immediately you're at ease. It's because he sounded real. It sounded great. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's in general, when you have a good singer, they can put you at ease just in general, I think.
For sure. Yeah. And I know everybody said the next night, he sounded even better. And we're going to check out some other different performances today. So there'll be a little variety there. But I think there was a lot of that, probably even in his own mind, because the pressure after having to cancel, which is the most horrifying thing to do as an artist, it's like, it's just, you have to take care of yourself so you can continue to do more shows. So it's so good that he did that, but I know he felt incredibly guilty. So to come
when I have
out,
to cancel a bar gig in my little city, I feel guilty. So I can imagine with him, it's a big decision.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
So to come out and just hear that tone, so even though he might not be, I feel like his voice was pretty close to 100%. Maybe not. I think more as reflecting on what we saw, I think more likely the what do I want to say? I think more like what we heard was just some of that nervous energy. This is the first show, it's supposed to be the second show of a world tour, first time North America performance. There's so much on that he had to like, just the adrenaline rush and just everything in his body to keep calm and cool with that just as a human is really difficult to do. So I feel like some of that may have interfered with his sense of ease. All that being said, I absolutely 100% remember just feeling joy and gratitude from this performance, because that's what he brings to the stage.
Mm-hmm.
So,
absolutely.
Anyway, we'll continue on here.
Yes.
I mean, his tone's right on there. Sense of ease there.
Oh yeah.
Right there, I will tell you, that is the moment I felt good for him. Because the vocal coach in me is just always, there's always that layer of assessment, not in a judgy, negative way, but just like you with, like, you hear chords, you hear a song, you hear the chords, you know what's happening. When I hear someone sing, that part of my brain is just always there. When he got to that higher end of falsetto, higher end of head voice, just entering falsetto in that moment, meaning the folds thinned and separated slightly, to get a pure tone at a low range of the falsetto where it overlaps head voice requires the folds to thin and be incredibly flexible. So that moment was he's good. Like, I just internally, I was like, all right, now I can enjoy the rest of the show, because I had a little bit of that fan anxiety. How is he going to do everything else? In that moment, I'll back it up again. With the vibrato, it was like, he's good to go.
Even if illness isn't a factor, when you're that skilled of a singer and you have the spectrum of your ability is so wide, and people expect that amount of working on all cylinders to the highest extent, it's gotta be just it's an amazing honor to have that ability, but it's a big weight. It's a big weight to carry.
Now the rest is him just getting comfortable. February 28th. Welcome, Jim.
Oh God, I love him. I love him so much.
Oh, this brings so much joy. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like watching, being a proud parent, watching your child do a floor exercise in the Olympics as a gymnast, and once they get past that first big jump, it's like, okay, we're good. That's exactly what it's like.
Yes, except we are not his parent or of any say or responsibility or attachment
I'm a
whatsoever.
Parent. I'm a parent now. Okay.
Of a baby Mizi, baby rice man.